What's up, guys? It's your boy, Mr. Ralphie, bringing you a brand new video today of the Xbox One Scuf Do-It-Yourself. It's not the most thorough video. It's just something that I could throw together right now. The controller that I made was incredibly temperamental and delicate, not gonna lie. The way I put it together is not the most quality. It's not something like you'd get from Scuf or any big company that has a production team that does all this stuff. So bear with me if you have any comments or anything like that or any questions. I let you know at the end of the video to definitely leave those in the comments section, and I'll get back to you ASAP. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I I screwed up. I went through quite a bit of this, and I didn't have the proper microphone on, so that sucks. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through everything anyway. I did run into some problems that I was scared of. A solder of mine broke as I was doing the do-it-yourself type thing. So that's good and bad. That was what I was most scared of, basically, going into this. I did get it fixed. I resoldered it right here. I'll try and give you guys a little close-up of what I got going on here. Fuck, the stupid camera is not long enough, or whatever wire. So I got hot glue holding down a tactile switch. Leave a link of those, and that is soldered with two of the wires from my old Scuf. And then I also have one on this side, same dealio. It doesn't look pretty, but it does the job. I also soldered drilled two holes on accident, thinking that I could put the Scuf paddles plus the buttons on the bottom here. Not the case. You're gonna have to put, if you do a paddle version, you're gonna have to put the paddles on the angled parts behind, where you. Sorry for the earthquake bullshit. You're gonna have to put the paddles on the angled version, or the angled spots, like near the handles. Just because there's no room. The circuit board literally rests right on top of this spot right here. And if you have not watched any breakdown videos, I suggest you watch a breakdown video of this Xbox One controller about 5 or 6 times before you actually take it apart. The couple things that I've ran into, problems with the triggers. The triggers were, it wasn't the triggers problem, it was actually the screws that I used. The screws went through here and they actually hindered the triggers when I was putting in my paddles. So that was a big pain in the ass. I'm trying to see if there's anything in there that I can point out to you. I used wiring for my old Scuf. You want the smallest gauge wire you can find. This stuff is super small, so you want to have a hot glue gun. You want to hot glue your wires down to the board in a place where there's no connections, just so that they don't get tugged loose, like what happened before with this black wire here, while I was moving it around. There's five, see it? Nope, that's 4. There's 5. There are 5 screws on the outside, and those 5 screws are what allow you to take this off. This is a customizer's dream. You can definitely paint this any color you want, not a problem. I mean, it's ready to be painted, literally. I'm gonna probably fucking paint one of these in a heartbeat. So once I get into customizing this maybe a little bit more, I'll definitely go ahead and do that. I'll do another video on that if I end up going that route. When you get it all taken apart, when you get that faceplate off, you're going to have 2 wires on the front that are connected to your rumble motors. I took every rumble motor out of this controller, reducing the weight, and I don't use it anyway. I have a separate controller for any of the racing games, fighting games, any of that stuff that I want to play. After you get the controller face open, you want to take off the 2 thumbsticks. They pop up, literally, just straight up. Not a lot of force, just kind of pop up. So you want to take those off. I already got fucking dead skin in this. That's disgusting, but maybe I can just wash them or something. Anyway, see what other problems I ran into. Definitely get something plastic to pry these pieces off to expose the screws in the back. I use something a little bit harsher, aka metal. Metal on plastic, something's gotta win, and that is definitely the metal. So I left some decent indents in my controller, but that's okay. It's not supposed to be pretty. Well, I'd like it to be, but it's not gonna happen that way. So I gotta do a little repair on this thing and try and give you guys a few more tips once I get this hot glued back together. Alright, so these pictures on the screen right now, these are the soldering points. You're going to want to practice on a circuit board, maybe, I don't know, maybe a small calculator, maybe anything with a circuit board in it is honestly gonna do you justice of like mimicking the size of this. So you want to definitely do that. You want to practice a few solders and stuff like that on there. Just getting small beads of solder. I'd suggest watching a how-to video of how to solder and stuff like that. Using Flux is a huge advantage. But you definitely need something small to apply the Flux, because the paint brushes and stuff like that, or whatever the hell they give you, are huge. So I suggest a tack, a toothpick. Toothpick's probably best, but you might need a tack to scrape off the carbon on this. The black is carbon, from what I've understood. If it's not carbon, correct me in the comments below. So you're gonna need a tack anyway, so that's a good one, a good thing to use to apply the Flux to the small spaces that you need it in. You tin the tip by removing the excess solder that's on it with a wet sponge, and then you basically tap the Flux. You're basically gonna tap the Flux with the iron, and some of that solder should transfer onto both of them. And then what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put them together. You're gonna heat the point. Basically, it's called a joint. Again, I'm new to soldering, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I went about doing this ghetto-ass shit. I basically put the heat to the joint, and I fused the two together. I added a little extra solder to make the joint a little bit more secure. Obviously, I didn't make it secure enough because one of them broke while I was doing the breakdown video. Even though it wasn't the best breakdown video, it should help. And then there you go. You got your solder point. And then you want to definitely secure the wire to the board somehow. Right around the edge, just so that it can't be tugged loose while you're trying to reassemble it. It's just a precautionary thing. It's not going to ruin anything or anything like that, or get in the way. Alright guys, I'm sorry if that was a little scatterbrained, but I just want to get this video out today. I don't have much time with finals and all that bullshit coming up. And I just wanted to show you the backside. Holy shit, my solder and hot glue are still on. That sucks. Alright, so I just wanted to show you the back end of this. Maybe you'll get a better view of it right now. It looks like ball sack. This is hot glue, obviously. It needed to happen because I had to do some troubleshooting with the screws. As you can see, where the screws would go in. Let's see if I can get the light right. Where the screws would go in, that's where the trigger goes down. So the screws that I was using were the Scuf ones, and they actually got in the way of the triggers from being pressed down. So I had a hell of a time trying to line these damn things up. I would suggest putting in the paddles if you're going to do a paddled version. Putting in the paddles first. Putting in the paddle will allow you to set the paddle where you want, and then that'll give you the guide of where to drill your hole for your tactile switch. I did it the other way around, and it really fucked up the alignment. So I mean, it's fine where it is right now, and it'll work for a couple months, but who the fuck knows when this stuff will let loose. You can obviously see and hear the clicking of those buttons. To get these handle covers back on, You literally just put them on straight and clip, 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 clip. Good to go. This side's on. Not on perfectly. Fuck. There we go. There we go. And the up. Fuck. The other side, same thing. There's about, I think there's like 5 or 6 clips. There's a few. Just pretty much push it down until you hear it click. And then everything's all set. When reassembling these pins right here, I don't know if I forgot if I went through it. For your batteries and stuff, those slide through the back of the case. So, and they don't line up perfectly. So you got to be careful when you're putting this back together. Those will have to slide on the inside. So you may have to push those through that little slot that they come through. And then luckily, where did I put that? Luckily, I didn't put too much hot glue on here so that I can still get the battery thing on. So there you go. That's what it looks like. It's jerry-rigged. It's bullshit. It's ghetto. Whatever. But like I said, the only reason that I really like playing with the Scuf is because it allows my hands to be less fatigued after playing for a while. I tried clawing again. It fucking kills my hand because my hands are too big. You would think that might be something positive, but yeah, it fucking sucks. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. Again, it was a working learning process, and it was a work in progress. So I'm probably, I mean, if I can scrounge up another $60 or maybe get some in-store credit at GameStop, perhaps I'll do another one, and I might do it better this time. What I would definitely do is the paddles in the correct position, and then put the tactile switches in second. I would get the proper height tactile switches, which would be 6mm. 9.5 is definitely a little too tall. And I would definitely not have hot glue on the outside of the fucking case, but that's okay. It does its job. Nobody really needs to see it, so I don't give a fuck. As always, guys, if you like this video, please leave me a like. Please comment if you have any questions, or subscribe, or do all three. Definitely helps me out, and it is the season for giving, so definitely would be wonderful if you guys could help me out on that. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful Christmas. I'll try and maybe get another video out here before I get super fucking busy at work and stuff like that. But until then, it's your boy, Mr. Ralphie, and I will see you all later.